Ben Affleck's spot-on prediction of streaming services baffles internet. Ben Affleck predicted the rise of streaming services such as Spotify and Netflix, long before they became a reality. In a 2003 clip shared to Twitter by Bloomberg anchor, John Ehrlichman, the actor criticizes the industry for not keeping up with the pace of changing technologies and new ways to get products to consumers. In 2003, Ben Affleck discussed the future of streaming services. This was 5 years before Spotify, and 4 years before Netflix streaming. Ehrlichman captioned the resurfaced clip. Affleck made the revelations on a press tour for the feature film, The Battle of Shaker Heights, which he produced through his and Matt Damon's production company, Project Greenlight. I believe that the industry has been too slow to embrace and adopt these paradigms. If you look historically at consumer-based technologies, you have basically shareware that introduces the consumer to it at no cost, Affleck started in the resurfaced clip. At which point, the consumer is on the hook. They figured it out, they worked out the kinks, they figured out how to interact with it and how to exploit, he added. And then you charge a fee, and the consumer is willing to pay that fee. I think an annual subscription-based system is one that works. Affleck then turned his attention to the music industry to use it as an example of how the future of streaming could work. We have the music business, which is a $3.4 billion a year business, which is largely about 1.7 million people in the country spending $200 a year. Those same people would spend those $200 each year to have access to basically the entire library of existing music, and of course you re-up your subscription because you continue to pay for new music, Affleck explained. Royalties would be paid more directly to the artists. You have less overhead, you have less shipping, less packaging, and you pay no mammoth amount of executives at music companies that are glomming off a lot of that money. I believe that paradigm is the most effective, productive, that Adam Smith would most want, he added. Affleck was referring to the 18th century Scottish economist who is often viewed as the father of modern economics. Smith believed that wealth is created out of people's self-interest and productive labor. Therefore, people will use their best resources towards capital investments that are channeled into where profit can be made. Affleck continued. I think there are inefficiencies in the market, and I think they're being worked out, and I think file sharing is pushing the industry toward that balance because of its availability. The reporter chatting to Affleck then turned the attention of the interview to the potential shift to video-on-demand (VOD) services. These would help decrease piracy of film and television shows. It'll be movies on demand, but it'll be a tiered structure. It'll be like, if you want to watch it the first weekend, maybe it won't be available on VOD, but as it goes to another stage in its release, it'll become less expensive, Affleck explained. But there's a lot more adoption that has to happen technologically speaking right now before people can watch movies or at least integrate it in terms of the PC and web connection. The technology is not quite there yet, but it will be, within I would say, 5 years, Affleck added. People on Twitter were surprised at Affleck's prediction, writing that it was impressive. Whoa! Spot on with every detail of that prediction, replied one Twitter user. Product designer Connor Kirkley added, surprisingly bang on. And Food Panda CEO Nicholas Östberg wrote, impressive. However, it is worth bearing in mind that the iTunes Music Store, which allows users to buy and download songs, launched in April 2003, 2 years after iTunes itself. That's how we present this content. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. For the support of our viewers, thank you.